So if you bought some crystals recently and you're like, oh, well, they're not working. So maybe you bought some rose quartz to attract some love or some pyrite to attract some wealth and abundance. And you're like, I think they're duds, they're not working. It's probably because they've not been cleansed and charged and programmed as well. So I buy my crystals, so the ones that I own and the ones that I sell are all generally from India. So if you can imagine their journey from India to here, how many people are handling these crystals? They're absorbing constantly all of that energy. So if you're wearing crystal jewelry out and about, it's absorbing other people's energy. I have my crystals up in my yoga studio, and when you're doing yoga, people are releasing constantly. So these bad boys are absorbing a lot. But you can see how important it is in order for them to work effectively to get all of that negativity out so that you can get what you need out of it. So the most obvious one is sunlight and moonlight. So we can either place them on a windowsill or place them outside. You can actually bury them in soil. I personally don't, because I'm forgetful and I would forget where I buried them. Brown rice, now this is obviously white rice, but I didn't have any brown to show you, so we just pop them inside and we literally just cover them up, and then we can leave them overnight and the rice will absorb all the negative energy. We can also use running water. So we just place each crystal under the running water for about a minute. Now we just need to be mindful that we're not using certain crystals with water because it's just going to ruin them. So we've got things like selenite, pyrite, malachite, generally anything that ends in an ite, except for fluorite actually. Fluorite's fine because, you know, it's not porous. Then use things like sage, Palo Santo, and certain incense. Now these are hand-rolled natural incense and they're absolutely fine to use. Or we can use sacred herbs as well, like purification herbs. And also really cleanse them with salt water, but we need to be leaving them in for about 2 days. And again, just be mindful as to which crystals are used with the salt water. And then we need to be thinking about charging them. So I use selenite to charge mine. So I have a selenite disc, or you can just use a small piece and put it with your crystals. Also, full moons on your windowsill, absolutely perfect. Really, really supercharge them there. And then when they're all charged and ready to go, we then need to program them. Okay, so let's say we're working with rose quartz. We want to attract the love of our life. We place the crystal next to the heart. And we close our eyes and just sit with it, sit with the energy of it. Just, you know, slow down your breathing, really connect to the energy of the crystal. And then we want to be thinking about what it is that we're bringing in. And then we want to be asking that it works with our highest good. So there we are, then all your crystals should be good to go.